How's it going, folks? Cyber
Hey,
Knights
what's up?
here with a great video here.
Yes.
We got we're joined here with a special panel today, and we're discussing the PS5 release. For those of you who aren't aware, the PS5 was announced on June 11th. Along with we got to look at the design, the specs, and some exciting titles coming. So let's get into it. In terms of looks, what are your thoughts, man?
Oh
What are your thoughts
my
on the?
goodness. The PS5 is sexy. I love how it looks. I love everything about it. Especially the reveal video
Hmm,
for the PS5, just leading up to it.
yeah, that was
It was
epic.
just it was really epic. Yeah, I just loved the effects that they put into that video just to
Yeah.
unveil the PS5. It definitely for me
I agree. It's pretty over the top.
was very yeah, it definitely was over the top.
Yeah.
Um, I love that that its slender body.
Mhm.
Uh, it's very futuristic. You know,
Yeah, it does give a
um,
futuristic look. Yeah, I agree.
definitely a very futuristic looking
Yeah, no.
console. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. I think, like, in my opinion, yeah, it looks very nice. I like the
Mhm.
sleek design, the white, like the color contrast looks really good, right? That black, and you got the blue lining going along the sides
Yeah.
and the top. Yeah, you're right. It looks very, futuristic, and it's 2020, like it should be.
Yeah.
I think that plays some role, like, that's what I think. Like, I
Yeah.
think it
The
does
future
play a bit
is
of a role.
now.
Yeah,
It basically says that. Like that's what it strikes me. The future is now,
yeah,
and this is the next generation. All right, and
hmm
it's not a joke. Like
hmm
uh definitely the hardware side of this of the PS5 is nothing to joke about. And also with the
not at
Xbox
all.
as well. This is
Yeah,
definitely nothing to joke about with both of them, and they're giving PC Master Race a run for its money. I'm not gonna lie about that.
yeah, no, no, you're right. I mean, we're both avid PC gamers, right? And I won't lie, like I'm very much enticed and interested in the PS5. Um,
Right.
and the games definitely they seem to announce some very interesting titles that have caught my eye. Um,
Mhm.
But I feel like honestly, that's what draws you to consoles, right? It's the exclusives, right? It's that proprietary like technology, like that experience that you won't get on anything else. And I feel like
Right.
we got away from that in the last, couple gens. It wasn't so much like that, right? Like there was a lot of big multi-platform games that would be available on like every platform, and it's like almost you feel like what was the point of buying another console over another? Like I don't know. That's just how
Right.
I feel. Yeah.
And that's very true. Like there a lot of games have uh become non-exclusives.
Yeah. Yeah.
And most of them actually going towards PC.
Yeah.
Because definitely with the PS4, a lot of these earlier games did not have quality. I think a lot of people were
Mhm.
expecting. Um, Only when you put it on a PC computer, you see the actual how much work was put into these games, and definitely this next generation should definitely get rid of that with these powerhouses. I'm not gonna lie. Um, yeah.
Mhm.
So some of the games that they announced, some very interesting titles, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Let's start off with the Spider-Man Miles Morales, which is an interesting one.
Ooh, that's a good
Graphics
one to
looks
start off.
really good. It wasn't. It's actually an expansion of the actual Spider-Man game, so
Oh,
I'm
really?
not too sure if it's a standalone expansion for only PS5 or you actually have to get the Spider-Man game,
Yeah.
get to the end, and then you get the extra Miles Morales DLC on top of it. Um, which is cool. GTA 5 coming back again. 8 years of GTA 5, and we're getting more GTA 5. I mean,
Yeah, I'm
at
pretty
least it's
excited for that.
free on launch, but
So wait,
Ratchet and Clank, one of my favorites. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say, but the GTA, I don't think there was any like there was no concrete announcement on a new GTA game.
Which is very true, right? There was
Yeah.
no concrete announcement on that. It's just, but it is an enhanced version that they say they're gonna be bringing to PS5. Um, I'm not. It just doesn't scream excitement for me, and I think for a lot of people. But I mean, yeah. I mean, a lot of people, after 8 years of GTA 5, I think a lot of people wanted a GTA 6. A
Mhm.
lot of people.
I think so.
And
I think so.
yeah, right.
No, I think
And
you're right.
Ratchet and Clank. Very excited for that. That
Yo,
new Ratchet and Clank game. One of my favorite games back with PS2 was Ratchet and Clank. Uh, and they had many. There was a lot of Ratchet and Clank. Wasn't that like a PlayStation exclusive game?
yeah, yeah, it was for a while. I think they had like around
Yeah,
three or four games.
yeah. And that was a big franchise
I
back in
think
the
when the
day.
PS4 launched, they had a Ratchet and Clank. They didn't have one ever since that, and that was like years ago, right? We're talking about like four or
Right,
five or so years, right? Um,
right. That's great.
yeah, no, I enjoyed Ratchet and Clank back in the day.
Mhm.
It's definitely a cool, cool adventure platform type game if that's your type of thing.
Right,
Why don't we go through the list of the titles that are coming out? Just so people are aware. Some people maybe missed the presentation or they don't want to go sift through videos, whatever. But
right. It's
yeah, I mean, so obviously we know Spider-Man Miles Morales is one, right?
Morales, right?
Yeah,
We have the revamped Grand Theft Auto 5. There is Horizon 2,
yeah,
Forbidden
yeah,
West.
yeah.
So those of you who are fans of Horizon Zero Dawn, you're getting a sequel, right? And it actually looks very interesting. I'm kind of excited to see that on PS5 because
Mm-hmm.
Horizon Zero Dawn looks really good on
What's that
PS4.
about?
Basically, it's this feminine hero. Uh, Basically, I wouldn't call her a feminine hero. I think that's the wrong word to put it.
Yeah, that sounded a little suspect from the outside. Lie. But we
Uh,
got what you meant though, so don't worry.
yeah, yeah. But basically, heroine. That's the word. What? It sounds wrong too.
I think that that one's strike two, buddy.
Don't get us canceled before we start, man. Come on, come on.
But
Oh man.
um, basically, this main character, what is her name? Oh my!
I mean, I think female protagonist would be the word, right? Like she's the main
Thank
character.
you,
She's the
thank
good
you.
character, right? Yeah.
A female protagonist, right? Our female protagonist, who basically is in a world where a lot of animals seems to be replaced by robots. This is more of a post-apocalyptic title,
Okay.
and she is basically returning to her role, and apparently there's something very bad happening with these robots, and she's going to save the day. I think that's pretty much the what I can sum up from the trailer.
Okay.
Uh, but yeah, I mean, I never played Horizon Zero Dawn in the first place, but I think it's a game I should really pick up. It does look
Yeah.
interesting,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I'm excited to see what's going to be happening in the Forbidden West.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
All right, so let's go to Resident Evil Village. That is also coming out on the PS5.
Well, Resident
Very
Evil
excited.
8.
Yes, I am very excited for this. Resident Evil has been one of those games I love both playing and watching. I didn't really get to play the last Resident Evil, which was Biohazard. But I watched someone play it, sat through like hours of watching someone play through the game. But I'm excited for this Resident Evil Village. I saw like a werewolf. I was very confused
Mm.
how that ties in, but I mean, it works somehow, I guess.
Werewolves in Resident Evil now, eh? From
Yeah,
zombies to werewolves. Okay.
some zombies to werewolves. I don't know, but
I mean,
we'll
it
see
is the
how it
eighth game. They gotta continue to spruce it up. So
right.
I don't know, man.
And
But
and it was a very interesting like turn of like everything is just they're in like this medieval, but there's still some futuristic elements to it. So we're not too sure on the timing, or like, is this like a secluded area where it's just like away from the rest of the world and what's happening? We're not sure at
Yeah.
this point. Another title I'm really excited for, Gran Turismo 7. The graphics on this looks amazing,
Yeah, Gran
right?
Turismo looked really good. And I guess I'm not surprised that a new Gran Turismo was coming. Like they normally
Right,
have a Gran Turismo at, like the beginning of each new gen, right?
right.
So I mean, yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, it definitely they what they say right now about this Gran Turismo, it's going to take full advantage of ray tracing in this game, which we could clearly see in the trailer. Because in
Yeah, I
the
bet it
trailer,
will.
all we see is lights. Everything from the helmet on the person's head to the car to the interior, everything is shiny.
Well,
They
imagine,
are
yeah,
taking full advantage
and they weren't
of the
even
ray
streaming
tracing.
that in 4K though. So imagine what that would look like on a 4K setup,
Yeah.
man.
Oh,
It's gonna be
yeah.
gorgeous.
It's really gonna be gorgeous. Definitely something if you're one of those enthusiasts who want to have like a in-house like car racing setup with like a wheel and one of those hydraulics, this would probably be the game to go along with that.
Yeah,
I feel like. All right,
yeah,
and we can move on from there. We have Project Athia. This looks like Square. My gosh, Square Enix. It looks like
yeah.
they're gonna have another title here, with a lot of spooky enemies and a gorgeous, expansive gothic world. Okay,
Are
so
you reading all this off memory, or like, do you actually know
uh,
each game, or you just?
I'm yeah, I do. I have it right here in front of me. So,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
so I'm just
We thought you just had superhuman memory. You kind of
Yeah,
let us
it's like.
down there.
I don't have the trailer. I actually have the link to the trailers here, but it's
That
I
sounds
do
a bit too
remember.
smooth, yo.
I mean, like I do have it here in front of me. What the game is supposed to be about. Just this quick summary,
Yeah.
and the trailer. But I'm not really watching the trailers. I'm just looking at the pictures, and I can clearly remember the trailers um from watching the actual event. Right.
Okay.
So we have the NBA 2K21. If any NBA fans out there, be excited for 2K21. Hopefully, they give us a little bit more content than the last previous NBA. Because I
That's an
really liked
understatement.
I liked 2K20. Right, I really loved what they did with the story mode. I wish that comes back again, but feels a little bit more. I just want it to be a little bit more involved and a little bit more fleshed out. I feel like it's something that could really translate better into like a better like online experience, but that's for 2K to decide. They'll get down to that. Demon Souls, the predecessor to the wildly popular Dark Souls series. This is a tough as nails action RPG, so I'm not too liking Demon Souls because you know why I'm not liking Demon Souls. This means that I'm going to be angry if I play it at every 5 minutes because I'm going to be killed. If it's anything in relation to a Dark Souls series, I know that I'm going to be frustrated. That's 100% sure.
I mean,
All
those
right,
games are
Death.
designed to be frustrating, man.
That is correct.
By
And next,
design.
so we're gonna go through, I think, two more games. Then yeah, so we have Deathloop, first-person action game. Folks behind Dishonored. I saw that in the trailer. The trailer it showcased a lot about that. I saw a lot of the mechanics remind me of Dishonored. Basically, you die and you go back in a loop and you get to try again and escape. Very interesting, and you have to basically kill about 6 or 7 assassins, I think, for you to escape, which is pretty interesting, I must say. And the announcement trailer for Hitman 3, I gotta say, this this trailer didn't get me really excited for Hitman 3. I don't know how it did it for you guys, but I wasn't really excited by
Mm,
this trailer.
yeah, I won't lie. I mean, I've never really been in the Hitman series. Like, I'm not really a huge fan per se, but
Yeah,
so I wouldn't have been. I'm not the one who would be excited regardless. But Cool.
Yeah, so neither was I. I wasn't a big Hitman fan. I have played Hitman 2
Yeah.
just for a short period of time, but uh it doesn't strike me as a series like I should just go out right now and purchase.
Yeah,
And
I know.
like,
I hear you, man.
this looks really good. I'm gonna go purchase it now. Like, no, it definitely doesn't strike that for me. So
Yeah, no, I
I
feel the same way. I really do.
yeah.
I'm more of a
Okay.
Max Payne guy. Honestly, Max Payne was more a game that I
Right.
was
Me
interested
too.
in.
I loved Max Payne. Max Payne was
Yeah,
definitely
I kind of wish they'd announced a new Max Payne, to be honest. But maybe the series,
mm,
they're I don't know if they're even continuing that series, but who knows? We'll see.
right.
Is that Rockstar? I think it's Rockstar, right?
Uh who did the
Max Payne.
Max Payne? Yeah, I think it's Rockstar. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Rockstar. Okay, well, yeah, I
Yeah, it's definitely Rockstar.
believe it
Let
was.
me see. Yeah, Rockstar Games. Yeah, that is correct.
Okay, well, hopefully we get blessed by another franchise coming back from Rockstar alongside Grand Theft Auto. Any games you missed? What else did
Oh,
they?
there's a long list here. If you
There's
want, I can
28
just do a
games, right?
yeah, I can do a quick run through of games.
Yeah,
Let
let's just list
me.
them off, yeah, for the
Okay,
audience.
let's. So there's Astro's Playroom, Bug Snacks. Mind you, I've never been more terrified in my life
Bug
about of
snacks.
bug snack. Yeah, the one with the so they're bugs, but they're fruit,
Oh gosh.
and when you eat them, they transform a piece of your body into a fruit.
Why does that
I
sound
am.
like something that Nintendo would make?
I
It just sounds like a
don't know.
Nintendo game.
I don't know, but I think it's someone's attempt at a child's game, but it's just terrifying to me, right? It is, and like at the end, there was this terrifying bug, like all the bugs and fruits came together to make this bug fruit monster, and I was
Wow.
terrified. I honestly was terrified. If I was a kid, I was never playing this game. It's one of those creepy, kids games that you think is innocent and then it's not, like
Yeah.
right? Next game is Pragmata. Uh, it gives, from what people are saying, it gives some really Death Stranding vibes, which I can definitely get. The little devil inside. Um, Solar Ash, Jet, The Far Shore, Ghostwire Tokyo, Goodbye Volcano High, mm, Kenna, Bridge of Spirits, another great one. It reminds me of Breath of the Wild, I would say. Oddworld Soulstorm, Sackboy, A Big Adventure. Sackboy is coming back. Um, Destruction All Stars, Returnal, Stray, and yeah, I think that's all the games that they listed in the trailer. Some honorable mentions here. I have a little bonus, some bonus games that are obvious that would come into the next gen consoles. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Madden NFL 21, Scarlet Nexus, Godfall. Godfall was also mentioned in the trailer. Sorry. Outriders. It looks like the Destiny 2 Beyond Light expansion will be coming to PS5. Obviously, you would have Fortnite, The Lord of the Rings Gollum, Watch Dogs Legion, Rainbow Six Siege, Rainbow Six Quarantine, Gods and Monsters, Battlefield 6, and yeah, that's the full list there, guys.
Wow.
It's a full list of games coming out for the PS5. It's a quite
28 launch titles. It's pretty
yeah,
impressive, I think. It's a
yeah,
pretty diverse lineup, I think, as well.
definitely.
Um, if you're a hardcore gamer, I think they've done enough to kind of appease you.
Yeah.
On the more casual side, not sure. What are your
Mhm.
thoughts on that?
The, mm, ooh, what can I say here? A lot of these games they're pretty interesting. Um, would they get me to want to go out right away and buy them? Not necessarily.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the titles that are launching right now, pretty soon we're gonna have Last of Us 2, which is a huge title. I feel like that's a huge title that should have probably been put off for PS5. But give some people some extra time, do some extra development on it. There was another title that was coming out soon. I forgot the name of it. Let me just take a little minute here.
So while you're looking at that, one game I will say I'm pretty excited for. I mean, it looks pretty interesting to me. Destruction All Stars. I don't know if you remember that one from the trailer.
Yeah, it looks pretty interesting. It looks like
Looks
a
pretty
fun.
fun.
It's pretty fun. I would say that it's
It looks
probably a
pretty
game I would probably play for like a week and then be like, okay, I'm good.
I feel like it's one. It's that game though. Like if you have friends over, provided we don't know if split screen is going to be option or is that dead. But I mean, if you could play with somebody locally, I think it'd be pretty cool.
Right.
You know,
It would be pretty.
when I first saw it, honestly, I thought it was going to be like that. It was going to be like Rocket League.
Oh
I thought it
yeah.
was basically their Rocket League, but I don't know. It looks a little bit more than that.
Yeah. What I saw? Oh man, I cannot find this PS4 launch title. There was another game besides Last of Us 2 that was coming out pretty soon, and it gathered some really great hype.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, no worries. We can come back to that. I mean, so let's talk about first impressions, right? When you first saw the PlayStation 5, what was going through your mind? I know for me, again, it's more a curiosity. Like I wasn't sure what we're gonna see, what we're gonna get. Um, for some reason with the Xbox, like I kind of instinctively knew it was gonna be black. It's gonna be like a more like a blockish type design.
I
Very
mean, it
very computer like.
yeah, it's in the name, Xbox.
Yeah, I
It's
mean, yeah, they
it's
certainly stay true
supposed to
to
be a
that.
box, and that's true, right? Um, Definitely the first thing I saw with the PS5 was the first thing that came out of my mind was sexy, like immediately. The curves, the everything, the lights, the sleek design. It was just sexy. Like, bro, that's the first thing that came to my mind, bro. Right? Uh,
True.
I remember watching the Xbox Series X reveal trailer. First thing came to my mind, uh, a desktop. Like that's the first thing. A desktop computer is it? Can
So
I
that
can I download Skype on it? Like I don't know.
that was what I
Is it
thought.
gonna?
It's gonna run Windows 10, right?
Yeah, it's gonna run Windows 10, right? And it's gonna have Microsoft Teams on it there. Can use it for business. And like
Yeah,
that's the
that's
first thing
literally
I
how I thought.
thought when when I saw it.
Yeah, like
Right,
it didn't feel as much like a console, right? Like it felt more like a personal computer.
right, and like the PS5, it looks like like a stand piece. You know what I mean? Like if it just imagine for like a quick second here, right? Like you have your 50-inch TV, and then right
Yeah.
next to it you have this thing standing there like an art piece. You
I
know?
don't know. Like to me, it looks like a badly wrapped taco.
Wow. Okay.
Honestly, I like
Yeah.
like you got at the top they have all the tomatoes just kind of lumped on one side. You pick it up and then it all kind of drops on the top, and you're just like, oh, there goes all my
I'm kind
footage.
of. It's funny
Like
because I'm kind of looking at it and I can kind of see where you're getting the reference from, just because of the shape.
yeah, or it reminds me of like surfing on like a beach in like California. It's got all these just like waves on it, all this blue.
Well, I know the PS5 jokes are rolling right now, man. Like I don't know. I'm sure you
Yeah,
guys seen some of the memes and the picture of the
Yeah.
modem with like the two pieces of paper
yeah.
on the side.
Yeah.
But
I
I think the Xbox is really safe. It's not wowing anybody. It's just what they've done before, but like matte. But
Mhm.
I think, to me personally, I think the PlayStation 5 just the design for the console is just a huge miss.
Mhm.
But everybody has their own. I think the controller, on the other hand, though, I think the controller is very nice.
Oh, I do love the
The controller's
controller
very
for the
nice.
PS5. Yeah, I feel like I had a little problems with the PS4 controller. I find it to be very small in my hands, which is I don't know, not many people might have a problem with that, but I think I liked the Xbox controller because it was just a little bit bigger.
Yeah, yeah,
And it fit more snug in my hands, and I feel like they did that with this design. It's a lot more snug in the hands. And the haptic responses, I'm not too sure about that technology. Hopefully it's as great as they're claiming it to be.
Yeah.
It comes with a built-in mic, which is a good thing, maybe.
I mean, we still don't
Sure.
know what they're gonna use it for, though, right? Like if it's voice
Right.
commands.
Right. And I
Yeah,
feel like it does help a lot of people because, a lot of people like to just plug in some headphones, but, a lot of these games, especially online games, demand like some kind of communication, and these people would have to go out and buy like an
yeah, yeah,
expensive
yeah,
like gaming headset or something. So for those people who just want a casual game, I think it's pretty useful for them, you know?
yeah, yeah. No, for
Um
sure, man. We didn't even
and
talk
I see.
about the 2 editions of PlayStation. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say that the extra accessories as well that they came along with the charger and the headphones and the media remote and a camera. And they didn't really mention if the camera also has like motion sensors. I guess it's just an HD camera. I'm
Yeah,
not
either that or
sure.
it's like a webcam of some kind.
Yeah, because
I didn't really look into it.
I feel like for Just Dance, you would have a little like motion sensor camera or something. I'm not sure if I don't know if the Just Dance title is coming to PS5. I'm sure it is. It
Yeah, I'd be
was on
surprised.
yeah, it was on PS4, correct?
Mm.
If you had the move controller and the other attachments, accessories. Um, so yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, go ahead. What you were
Yeah,
saying.
no, I was just saying, yeah, like the 2 editions, we didn't really cover that, but yeah, there is obviously a difference. One has the Blu-ray UHD, right? So that's the standard PS5. Then you got the digital edition, which would just be, downloading games on there. And I imagine their gaming streaming service would be heavily used on there. I don't. It's not clear if Obviously, I would imagine there'll be support on both consoles for the streaming service, but I mean, if you
Mm.
paid the extra money, I'm assuming the one with the display is gonna be more money, right?
Yeah,
Then yeah.
yeah, most likely.
That's what I would think. But yeah, I don't know, man. Um, yeah, I mean, again, not to take away from the Xbox. Like, I do like the Xbox design, but yeah, it is more of a very safe. They didn't try to do too much with it, right? Well, that's fair.
Mm.
I think it worked out for them though.
Yeah, I just on my standpoint, I feel like if you're a gamer, you look at this like if you're an avid gamer, this is for you. I feel like that's what the PS5 stands for because you're not gonna see some person who's not really into gaming, want to have something that is so eye attracting because people are very finicky with how things are
Mm-hmm.
placed around their house.
Oh yeah.
That is very attract. Like it would bug your eye pretty much. And someone's gonna come to your house and they're gonna ask, "What is that?" "Oh, that's my kid's PS5." And they're gonna be like, "It looks like an art piece, like it looks like a strange art piece, that's gonna attract people's eyes towards it, right?" And I feel like some people might be bothered by that, and they may not want it
Yeah.
just for that fact that it might bug someone's
Well, it,
eyes
it
when it
doesn't
comes to
fit in, right? Like it stands out,
right.
right? And I
It
think
stands
that's what
out.
they're going for, right?
Right. And that's the thing. So I feel like in that sense, that's when the Xbox Series X would win out because it looks like a black box that's gonna have a green top. It's gonna blend in perfect at the back of the TV.
Yeah.
Then that's the front. And people are just not they're gonna forget it's there. It's part of they might think it's a speaker for crying out loud, to be honest. I mean I would, or a mini fridge,
Yeah. Yep.
you know, but something along those lines. But but yeah, I mean, they both honestly, both Xbox and PS5, they both suit their own needs, and they'll appeal to different people for sure. But yeah.
Yeah, I think you're gonna, I mean, this is just my take, but you're probably gonna maybe see, yeah, like the more hardcore-ish, PC-driven type gamers be more drawn to the Xbox, and then, the other, I guess, gamers in a way, or,
Mhm.
like console, like people who are
Console gamers,
hardcore
yeah.
console people, seem to flock to the PlayStation side. That's just what I've noticed through the last, gen, and this gen coming is probably to be similar.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see. It's really
We'll see.
interesting. Overall, I
Mhm.
think it sets up a very interesting console war. The next console war, I'm very excited for.
Yeah.
Um, and we'll see what comes out of that, man. But
Mm.
any final thoughts you want to add, or other comments you want to talk about?
Um, I would.
What did we miss? Like, is there anything we missed? I think we talked about
Uh, I
most
mean,
things.
did we mention the accessories? I mean, well, besides the fact that the PlayStation, oh yeah, so the Xbox is coming in one version, and the PlayStation 5 is coming in two versions on launch. So you're gonna have the digital and the non, well, the regular, I should say, with the Blu-ray disc tray, right?
Yeah. So I know,
Um,
isn't there the Xbox? There is a rumor of another version, but it's not clear what that version is for, or like what it will be, like.
right, and that's that's cool, I guess. I'm not sure what Xbox is gonna
Yeah.
be doing with that if they're gonna have another like version. But the PS5 having a digital version, your thoughts on that?
The digital version, I think it's great, in terms of depending on the price point, anyways, right? Like if they can get it at a price point that, makes it affordable for most people, I think that'd be great. And that'll be a big fight for Microsoft, right? Like they're gonna have to also find a way to kind of get something, down to that price range, right?
Mhm.
Um,
Uh,
I don't know though. We'll see, man. I don't know how it's gonna work out.
Yeah, I mean, as a person myself, I was saying the other day, like, do I really need to have a disc tray? I really just download everything I do,
Yeah.
especially with how much faster internet is getting these days. Like, do I really need to like? I mean, I rather my PS5 just update itself with the newer games than me going to the store and just
Yeah.
putting in a disc and then still having to update the game after. It should
Yeah.
I it makes no sense to me. So I might as well have just like
Thank you.
downloaded the game itself. Like
That
I
doesn't
hate the
make
fact.
sense to me either.
Yeah, it just really doesn't make sense. I buy a brand new game. I'm excited. I'm like, okay, let me put this disc in. Put the disc in. The game is installing, and then it needs to update for the next 2 to 3 hours.
Bro, I've never
I don't
understood that.
pissed me off.
Yeah.
Really pissed me off about PS4 with that. So download the game. I'm getting the full game. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's all I have to worry about. All right.
Yeah. No, I feel the same way, man. I mean, I enjoy having that library, you can just look at your collection of games. Like I'm very old school when it comes to that, like in terms of the
Mhm,
gamer. So I like to have a physical copy for myself. But
mhm.
I understand, man. It can be annoying to get up and have to pop a new game in and stuff. But I'm like, am I really that lazy? Or,
Yeah.
I spend like the couple minutes just to go and do that. I don't know. Not even a minute, depending on your setup or whatever. But
Right.
yeah. I don't know. And then I have this fear, right? Like it's connected through the internet and stuff. Like, what if the service just stops working one day? Like, can you just not play any of your games? Especially if you're streaming, using the gaming streaming service. Like, you know,
Right.
there's all kinds of questions that come up. Yeah. I guess that was something we can cover in another, video podcast.
Yeah. Definitely.
All
We can
right.
definitely
Well, I
take a look
think,
into that.
yeah, man. I
Yeah.
think we had a good discussion today. We'll end things there. Thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Look out for more. Cheers.